Hello, hello. Is it working?
It should be fine. I'm sure it'll get
I think. Give a double check.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Yep, I see it in here.
It should be fine. I'm sure it'll get resolved.
Okay. Should be up and going now. Let me double check. Okay. Everything's looking good. Yep. Alright. Let's see. My PNG doll looks like she's working kinda. She looks like she's struggling a bit. Let me see. Maybe if I turn it down a little bit. That should work. Okay. Put that down. Oh, I see. Don't do that. Okay, there we go.
I'm sure it'll get resolved.
Alright, so today I'm back. And sorry if you hear a fan in the background. I think I have OBS set up good enough. The fan's not picking up. But it is very hot. My allergies are kicking my butt. I woke up this morning and my eyes were so dry that when I put my glasses on, I still could not see. And I'm considered legally blind, so I started panicking. But as soon as I got some eye drops in, I started feeling a lot better. I heard that allergies are a lot worse this year. That a lot of allergy medicine's not working for people, so be safe out there. Okay, so my side rant. Let us go to Poisson. Where's Poisson? Right here.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, I forgot it wasn't on auto. We get to see Linny and Lynette, and then probably the penguin kid, because I can't remember his name. Apologies.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment,
Like,
this
see that
appears to be
bird
quite
standing
the
up there like
fated
the old
reunion.
lady?
Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly...
You can say that again. What? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic...
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson
I just
seems
heard a
bit
meow.
more...
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you...
It sounded like my cat.
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Father.
You scared Paimon half to death!
It's Father.
Father, you're here.
You know... On second thought, maybe we don't need to know? It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion.
Genuine.
Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Sorry, plugging something in. That should be good. Okay.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past. As for right now, however, as for the issue at hand,
What?
a rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom
Okay.
child? Who?
A spirit that should have long ceased to
Excuse me.
exist is lurking in the... So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the
So
situation.
this is gonna be
It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
another story I cry at.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Yes, father.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the
They
prophecy.
should name it
If you're willing,
orphanization.
why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us? Of course. During our stay, let's go. I'll take you to where...
Whole lot of talking, brother. Feel bad for skipping through stuff, but whole lot of talking. Let me do some fun stuff. I still need to do that ship quest thing. I don't know how I got the last
We
one. It
rented
was a
this house
quest
from
that
one
it
of the
made me
locals to
do
use as
right
a temporary base.
from finding
I'll
that
come back
place.
later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered, otherwise people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with! There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out, but now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can
What
take
the
a
heck
good
was
look
that?
at how
Hold
you
on.
operate.
Hold on. I just heard her voice change. The sound, okay, so before she said, but now that we finally have the chance, she was talking normal. She was talking an old Paimon voice. And then now this one, but now that we finally have the chance, it was super high-pitched. What, please bring back original Paimon's voice.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
It probably kills the voice actress's voice too, like having to high pitch her lines all the time. Like, we don't want it. We don't want the high pitch. So, I'm excited for the Zenless zone to be coming out because I think I started playing Genshin in 2.7 when I can't remember her name. The one girl that's really fast that everyone uses. I do not have her. But I started playing when she was introduced. And that was around the time that they were teasing Zenless, and I was so excited for it, and then it just
Finally here.
like
The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
just kind of disappeared. They quit talking about it, and then they put out Honkai Star Rail, which kind of like means that their original Honkai game, which I really like playing the original Honkai game, is dead. It's like beyond dead at this point since there's a new one out. And I won't be playing Star Rail on here. I don't really care for it. I don't like the turn base. I have some good characters on there, don't get me wrong. I tried playing it when it first came out, but I did not care for it at all. I love how I'm talking and my PNG doll's not moving. She is now that I've noticed. Alright. Well, okay. I'll hit auto
Brought
on
them
this
with
so
me?
it can keep going.
Yep, here you go.
Sorry, went on a little rant.
Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No
Okay.
way!
Okay.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
Are these the people that are like his siblings?
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands. I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days. Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all! Oh, wait! When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, come on! We insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth! He's super good at—
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of— I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects.
wait. When you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can
Why
give
is she
you.
talking
You
like
don't
that?
them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now.
Drink your water, especially on hot days like this.
Counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Sorry, I had to grab something.
Awesome!
Absolutely.
It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know. Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Girl.
Well, we'll talk to you all later.
Chill with
We've
the
still got supplies to
poison.
distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, Elwar has an unnatural obsession. Chapleau is around my age. I know you two probably aren't used to that.
Oh, this way. Excuse me.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Ah, allow me to introduce you.
Oh,
You're the famous duo I've been hearing so. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've.
Of course! We're
Oh.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then.
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be
Oh, and there's the blind maiden, too.
You talk so much.
After this mission,
Oh, maybe.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the other?
I heard that.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to care.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right?
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
I love how the girl. Oh, okay. I didn't see her. I thought she just disappeared.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here. You're right. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead.
Where? This way. Ouch.
So,
Just
what do you
clarify,
think
I
of the
did hit
members
my
you've met
wings.
So far? Well, Father is always in. Well, I should probably get cooking.
Of course!
Then let's head out and. Huh? Fremine? What are you.
Fremine.
Well.
What a cute guy.
Nice to see you again!
Oh, you too. I heard you're here.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could.
Seafood soup?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
some food and water, and some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem.
He's
Give
just
me a
such a
second
cute
here.
little sad guy.
Food, water. Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's...
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really...
Maybe it'll be...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened?
Just follow me.
What are you hiding, Fremine? Fremine, my bad.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the...
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Heart. Just
Aw.
like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No.
See,
not at
she
all.
sounded normal there.
That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though,
Look at her necklace.
is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that...
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be... You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you...
I've thought it through. And Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect. And not a single person that night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened.
So what you're saying is, that was her?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possible. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit.
Is her
or
name
an actual child.
Clairvy because
I
she's
would've acted
clairvoyant?
without a second thought, but she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all the. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her...
I haven't thought that far yet.
Idiot.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like...
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure... No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, 'cause I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the...
Linny...
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm
Oh
sure
my
that's
god,
true
he's
for you
gonna
as
be
well.
so mean to Fremine.
Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life.
Okay, good.
No
I thought
one
he
can
was gonna
replace
start
you.
reaming him.
So I won't let you face anything alone.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go... Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
So you walk. Where'd you go?
Harry? Huh. Looks like she's not here either.
Harry? She keeps disappearing.
It's time to eat.
Are you gonna eat?
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't... Oh, wait a minute. Well, we're all friends here, right?
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something...
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're... I... just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track. That means finding out where she came from and...
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to... Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremen,
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets...
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
I freaking knew it. I knew it. I'm like, where's...
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Oh, she's gonna beat him up.
And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out I heard you talking about your plan, rather than steering clear of the situation. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as...
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or...
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few...
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual...
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want...
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That you too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach near...
Bye,
I
guys.
really hope this goes well.
Oops. Oh, look at these. He is super good. I don't feel like it. Hear me out. What if I don't think I have stuff for him though. I wish I could set it to where it's just showing me. I know I went and farmed a bunch of pieces for him, but I can't remember what ones it was. Knowing me, I probably got rid of them. Yeah, what are these pieces? Hydro damage? Geo... Elemental Mastery... Catalyst or a bow... I'll just put all of this on then. Damage. I don't need. This is just for now. I want to test out. Because he's a good character, and I do like playing him a lot. I just haven't. So I want to put him here.
Ready to do my utmost.
And then put her here.
We can do this! If you're not sure what to do...
Hitting all the wrong things. Okay. Crit damage isn't bad. Okay. Energy recharge is still good. Weapons max. 20 of those? You got me messed up, brother. I need to upgrade talents too. I wanted to look at something else. I would say he's good. I just don't really mess with bow characters, but he is pretty good. I like her. I like her design. A lot of characters up to 80. Ada's pretty nasty. I still need to upgrade her. I'm close. So cute. I could upgrade her. Isn't she a healer? I forgot I had her too. Oh yeah, look. PlayStation Network. I do have Zhao, and I literally not tried building him at all. I mean, I did. He's up to 60, but I haven't tried playing as him. But I got a lot of characters, mostly free. Cute boy. Cute. Cute, cute. I really love her skin. Frickin' Dory. Alright. He looks weird using that. Anyway.
Ready, steady, go!
Okay. I was gonna say, he has the most health out of all of my characters, but the OG Nahida baby, I love her. She has 19K. I will never take her off my party. I'm ready for her to rerun so I can build her more. She's so cute. She's like a baby doll. It's like the equivalent of seeing a baby kitten. Like, that thing is so freaking cute. Oh, I'm flying. Hey, it's me! Oh my gosh, child!
It's the knave and child.
What's worse than a predator? A child.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect. I was unconscious for quite a while after the. I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking
Did they not just like put him back in jail
It has to do
though?
with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by
He
the time
ran.
I still have so
He
many
ran
questions
away
for
from
her,
jail
without any other.
Oh, okay.
and got sucked into a
Unfortunately,
whale's
no.
mouth.
While the House of the Hearth is adept at
So they were
collecting
just
all
like,
manner
you know
of
what?
intelligence,
We feel bad.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then. It's all thanks to that one kid from the house, and that's good because it looks like
Project Stuja.
yeah, that's the one, helping Linny and the others.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside.
One I could do without.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth,
well, right. We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
is that so?
Well, you see, there's only so much you can learn about someone from...
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful.
Spoken like a true diplomat.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I've met some of the members of your organization, which, by the way, if you ever betray
She's
them,
getting
I'm
mad,
just letting
dude.
you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Call him a
Well, nothing
rooster.
much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family. Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing...
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase. But I suppose he didn't say anything, although it would be more accurate to
Honestly,
say that
Traveler,
there is a
me
certain level
too.
of prejudice
Her
involved.
eyes are crazy.
I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real
Excuse
truth
me.
is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to...
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would the primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was some. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so.
They were that high stakes?
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay, okay. I get the picture. Well, would you look at the traveler, Paimon? I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlie.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis.
I like the sound of that.
We should probably get going to...
Oh? You... I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick a... Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please, forgive...
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
She's gonna chase us.
Really ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
I don't like it. I don't like it. She's gonna follow us. She knows something's up. Ooh, what's this? Something new? Record of reflection writing? I'll do that after. Yeah, so these are about like an hour and a half a piece, so I probably won't be able to start the next one yet. But I'm playing until it's 11:11 right now. I'm playing until 12:30, so once we finish this, we'll work on that new quest thingy that is our event quest.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Everything was fine at first. She followed. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that would... Well, we could always Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's...
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade. Oh, yikes. That Aurora guy has a huge scar on his face.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but
Wait, so that means.
it may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life. Her name's not here, huh? Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's
Well, that's true. But it just... I can't say for sure.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about... She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much...
And they just believed all that? Without any...
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they act...
This is all because of...
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh?
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has... Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. It's just that... we'll lose a lot of members in the process.
Okay, super complicated.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Well, it's getting late. We should... Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night, Lenny. I love that I change characters and stuff, but I haven't got to fight with them yet.
If he were to actually get angry...
You need a drink of water.
Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'm also afraid of her.
Oh,
Not
well,
really.
In that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can.
She's running.
Look over there.
Clairvy.
Let's catch up with her before anyone
Clairvoyant.
sees.
Okay. Where'd she go? Up here. Come back, Clairvy.
Over there.
here.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting? It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make— Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used, and as long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry. There's that name
I wonder.
again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
I wonder if the name's actually Perry.
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to.
Mainly
We
because
should keep her company for a
called her
little longer.
mother, but
She
she's
looks so young.
father.
But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
I'm convinced the knave is Perry.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done...
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some...
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
See, keep
don't think
Paimon
so.
talking like that.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, it's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your... Alright, let's get to it.
I think she's been watching us this whole time. Excuse me. I'm gonna go fight something.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve your... So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you... Although I must profess to being curious.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just...
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
She knows.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a Oh, good idea. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying. Okay, then we probably should...
I love how it's hot, but I still have a cold. But it's also probably just my allergies. I woke up, like I said, I woke up, could not see. Could not. My eyes are feeling
Seeing as we still
itchy.
have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded...
You're not planning on doing anything...
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and... Although, there's that situation with... No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet...
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh. Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house...
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their As for Filion, Nantoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets...
But...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn... If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could... If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to
I knew it!
Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in...
All right.
It's been a while, Monsieur Nerval, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should... Although, if I may speak I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may...
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to... It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this...
So we're just gonna sit while he reads? All right. A lot of sitting and waiting.
I understand your request.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Nervalet. A family is like a large body of water. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each... Of course, objectively speaking, I know not all rivers are destined to reach the...
Did you get any?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you how...
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all...
I seem to recall there being a transactional...
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nervalet, I will gradually withdraw my... And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer...
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief, of course. If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nervalet, I'm sure...
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined...
My thanks for your generosity. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next...
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon.
All right. It was nice seeing you, Nouvelette.
What exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large...
You really want to know?
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper.
Oh, you don't have to give us any...
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway.
It's the guy that got out.
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just...
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons... If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though, right?
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they... Wonderful. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Heart.
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Some? Why so far? What is this? Why is that border out so far like that? Ridiculous. Alright. We're going this way. Is anything for me to fight along the way? Come out and I'll fight you. He's so good. Oh, he nasty. Can't even see him.
I'll protect us. Incinerate! Level the flame!
Get out of here. Alright. Let us go. Can I please?
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. It was before I became a harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
I hope it's actually like a cutscene.
Clairvy was
Let's
6 years
go.
old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to
So,
raise them,
mother was her real
that
mother.
depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the house.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and
I
passionate
knew it!
person with a tenacious
I
spirit.
knew it!
Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Clairvy will probably disappear if she sees Perry, though.
I left that name behind long ago. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met...
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are... Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about
Indeed. She's a... But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible, but... No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't...
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now I hope you understand the difference...
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well,
You can still say goodbye.
Before we... I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Here they are, Father.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Harry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me...
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it.
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our...
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But... rules are rules. I'm sorry.
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. And we should own up to it. We broke the... I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz, we...
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth.
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. Does it really... We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we. So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to hit my
Linny,
mic.
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors, however, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait.
Impossible. Father.
So I'm gonna have to fight as them? Or we're just gonna, it's a cutscene, maybe?
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed.
We need to step in.
Hey, are you listening?
She said to step in.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you.
Anger makes you impulsive.
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the
Lend
House
your
of
help.
Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Is it gonna make me play as those four? Sick. It's not.
Go.
Oh my gosh!
Yourselves at home. Come on, we can do it.
Judgment is upon us.
Now's our chance!
Guilty.
With these rising flames, is it my turn now?
You stand condemned.
No, ma'am.
Closer now.
Are you alright?
How amusing. Now that's more like it.
You die.
With these rising flames,
If I really have to draw my blade, then
is it my turn now?
Through me, justice is served.
Is it my turn now?
And voila!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
What?
Your penance is my judgment
Oh.
Who's next?
has failed.
Hang in there.
How amusing.
Go, Barbara, go.
Look at you. Trapped like a bunch of helpless ants.
try to pace yourself.
Is it my turn now?
Nowhere to run.
Commit it to memory.
Trapped like a bunch of helpless.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
How amusing.
Guilty.
Over here!
We stand condemned.
Look at them. Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
I really have to draw my blade.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
For your arraignment!
You're the what?
Like a fly tangled in a web.
And voila!
These rising flames.
This place really good.
Nowhere to run. Through me, justice is served.
Spare your energy. Run.
All right.
Watch out for Father's movements!
My blade is all that remains.
Make yourselves at home!
Now's our
Let me
chance!
attack.
Over here!
Let's see how strong you resolve.
Let me out.
Who's just...
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
The sun and moon
What?
have set. Only ruin
Stop.
remains.
Roll! Yeah!
Now's our chance!
Over here!
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Yeah, thanks for telling me. I literally can't get away from her.
I'll protect us.
Heal his ass.
Now's our chance!
Over here!
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Move.
Oh, I know. No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack. Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Dang.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Welcome.
I
Thank
believe
you
we
for
can
stopping
end
by.
things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
She's supposed to be like a goat. I need to change up her horns a bit.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super
Wonderful.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of it once ingested. Searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. If you can withstand the pain, in other words. Administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew. Memory
Nice.
a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go.
Even so.
Oh.
Even so. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down.
Nice. She just
But
erases their memories.
Really?
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house.
Nice. At least they're not dying.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Clevy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time.
What?
You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Oh. Okay then.
Aw.
That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened,
Big stretch.
then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me.
Crucibina?
On that gloomy day, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of Perry?
Nice.
I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would...
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight!
Heck yeah.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what. That's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either.
Poor
I guess I
girl.
just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary
Ito.
face. Are there any yokai like that?
He's an Oni.
Sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
That's what I have for my horns on my head are Oni horns, but I've been wanting to redesign my character. Not like fully, I just want to add different horns, like goat horns.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life. The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to— Oh no! Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. Thanks to
Oh my goodness.
Paimon, of course.
She still has the glasses.
Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is...
Ooh.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
Oh.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
It's got me crying.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Got eyelash in my eye now. Oh my goodness. Can't see.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others...
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization...
I just never understood what you saw in me.
You're brave, talented. You would do anything to protect them.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel,
people are mowing right
there's no way I would have walked away with my life. I'm not deserving of that title.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only the road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to?
You've done so much for me, Father. And that kindness must be protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to... Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a... At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment, no matter how arduous the journey ahead. I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Heck yeah. Wait until 2 days. First of all, I need to heal everyone.
We can do it.
She really almost killed me. Tick, 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 tick. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon.
Okay. And go here.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
It's me.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
What
What about you? Are you...
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Oh, And I want Linny and the other members have left Poisson and
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crucibina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined them. Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. When I joined, though, the experiment a couple of months after I joined, Father killed
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop the foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting, and that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did, if Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us, but even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because we may have arguments or times when we feel wronged.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course. You're welcome.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess.
Awesome. Awesome. We finish that up. Get my achievements. Where is it? Unleash Force, Scarlet Night Tides. Okay. I still have so much. What is this? Oh, like collecting books. Alright. There's a bunch in there to do too.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together.
Who's in currently again? 7 days. And these guys will be out.
2 heads are better than 1.
But after I collect this and stuff, I'm gonna hop off for the day. But I do plan on getting right back on tomorrow. We have
Thank you for
a couple more story quests to do. Hey, Mom. Dispatch again. Alright. Okay. But anyway, thank you for everyone that has come in. And I hope everyone can join back tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to it. I had a good time, and we have more quests to do, especially with Sidwin coming soon, and she is one I'm definitely gunning for. But thank you again. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.